as the roots go out sideways, it sends up little shoots. These shoots are clones. So for each one of these patches, each one of these individuals, they're an individual, but they're also a complete clone compared to the ones next to it. And so each patch started out with one little seedling. So when you look at the patches, look for the tallest stem. That was probably the original one. And what that means, since they're all connected by the roots, it's almost like having a fortress. So you have this like fortress now. I know my little seedlings at the edge, they're not doing so well. They're competing with the grasses. So I send out water, I send out nutrients to them to help them. Okay, these ones aren't going so well, so I send out water and nutrients to them too. And that way you share resources and the whole patch can survive despite this competition. And then imagine that a fire comes through. Okay, the fire is going to burn up all the grasses, but it's hard. It's a lot of leafy green vegetation, and that's hard to burn. So maybe the little plants around the edges get burned, but that main stem in the middle, that one survives. So it really is like this impenetrable fortress, and once I get established, it's really hard to knock it back. But on the other hand, what other things can destroy vegetation? There's fire, there's also herbivores, right? Like, if this was Africa, a elephant could completely decimate that thing in like 5 seconds, no problem. All of a sudden, that thing that's been growing for 10, 20 years, it's gone. This happens to giant trees too, just knocked over. In terms of how they grow, this is also important to keep in mind. Trees, where their cells replicate and where the growth occurs is actually at the top of the tree, which is kind of hard to imagine. So they grow from the top up. With the grasses, it's the opposite. Where those cells duplicate, is right beneath the surface. So they grow from the bottom up. And so what this means in a practical sense is, imagine again that fire comes through. For the tree, everything above ground burns. So those replicating cells, all of a sudden they're gone, they're dead. But for the grasses, those cells are protected by a layer of soil. They survive. So think about what happens when a fire goes through. What's the first thing to come back? Grass. And it comes back immediately. And that's not new grass. That's the same grass that survived because its roots were protected. Trees, they have to start back from the very beginning. So that's one reason that for fire you have